welcome. How are you today? This is Pastor Trina, and I am here helping cooks. I am your food truck startup business coach. How are you today? I am helping cooks to turn their passion into profits with food truck startup strategies. And I am doing that also over in my wonderful community called Food Truck Startup with Trina. So if you are blessed to be here today, why don't you go ahead and put a one in the comments so I'll know? Maybe write your city or state in so I know where you are viewing from. All right, today we're going to be talking about why one of the steps, the first step, why you are failing at the first step at food truck startup. Okay, so if you will be so kind, do me a favor and go ahead and share the broadcast as you are watching. I want to let as many people know about this broadcast as possible. Okay. If you are a cook and you are tired of working for someone else, you want to get your own ideas and your plans together to start your own food truck business, then you need to make sure you continue to follow and listen to this broadcast. Okay. So, what I am doing, like I said, I am helping cooks to turn their passion into profits with food truck startup strategies. And I'm doing it all inside of our wonderful community called Food Truck Startup with Trina. And if you are thinking about being a part of that community, if you love to be a part of that community, go ahead and hit the link up above, and you will be able to join the community after you answer 3 questions. Okay, I'm sure there's 3 questions over there for you to answer. We want to make sure that you are a right fit for the community. Okay, so that is what's going on today. Make sure you share the broadcast, tag someone in the broadcast so that they can get some tips and strategies on why they're having trouble in their food truck startup business. Okay, so I want to turn this down. I want to make sure I can see everyone's comments, okay, as you're coming in. If you are watching the replay, maybe you're watching the replay, go ahead and type hashtag replay. I would love to come back and be able to chat with you a little bit, all right? So let's get started. You know, I'm not very long-winded, but we are definitely going to be talking about why you're failing at the first step of food truck startup, okay? And the first step in food truck startup strategies is research. You have to do your research. I know you have been seeing all the postings about research, but research is very important. And why you are failing about that is because you're not doing the right things, okay? And first of all, what I would tell you to do is to write down all your questions. That's one reason why you're failing in the research process. There is 9 steps to the food truck startup strategies, okay? And the first step is research, okay? And the reason why you're failing is because you have not written down all your questions. What I want you to do is to get you a notebook or something, and put on the outside of it food truck information, food truck startup, however you want to write it. And this is going to be like your food truck startup journal, okay? So that's one reason why you're failing, because you have not written down all the questions. You may not have all your questions all at once, but you want to write them all down because I'm sure they'll come sporadically when you least expect it. Okay, so first thing, write down your questions. Okay, you have a lot of them, so write them down. Okay, all right. Secondly, the next thing is because you have not been checking out information. You haven't been online looking for information. So when you begin to look for information for food truck startup strategies, yes, I said look online. I'm not threatened by that because you can only get so much information off of Google. You can only get so much information offline. But after that, you're going to need someone to help you, to walk you through the process, someone who's actually done it, like myself. Okay, so I'm not threatened by telling you this, okay, because I know you can only get so far. All right, so first of all, what you're going to do is you're going to go and look online for whatever city or state you're in. First of all, you're going to look for how to start a business in, say you're in Ohio, okay? How to start a business in Ohio, okay? And then after that, what you want to do is After that, what you want to do is look for how to start a business in, say you're in Columbus, okay? You want to look for how to start a business in Columbus. So you're going to start with your state, then you're going to start with your city, okay? Now you're going to go back and look for information on how to start a business in that county. And I said that because I have family members that used to stay in Ohio, so I could kind of get some more information about that state. So now you want to look for how to start a business in that county, which is what? Franklin County, Delaware County, or Fairfield County, okay? So those are the first steps of part of your research that you've already done a little bit, but you need to go deeper in your research, okay? Now you have that. The second phase, all right, you want to go ahead and look up how to start a food truck business in each of those different areas, the state, the city, and the county, okay? And then you have a lot of information that you're studying over, like very strict, you're scrutinizing, and then you'll have some more questions, okay? You'll have some more questions. And once you have some more questions, you're writing it in your food journal right here, okay? You're writing them down, write them down. So once the next step after you do that, now you're gonna reach out to those officials that are in that city, state, and county. Okay. Now, because of, well, even before COVID, but a lot of different companies they prefer phone calls or email, really email. Okay, because of the COVID. And a lot of people will put you on their automated system and all that. And I know we get impatient with that. But what you want to do is reach out to them. The best way is email. You may not want to go to the place in particularly because of rules, guidelines, masks, and all that. You don't want to put yourself in jeopardy. You're still in the research stage, okay? So make sure you do that. Send an email to them. Call them. Okay, either way you decide. Now, if they don't reach out back to you, then you're going to send another one. Send another one, okay? So you're going to do that up to like 3 or 4 times, okay? So if that person does not reach out to you, then what you want to do is you're going to start going up the ladder. You're going to reach out to that person's supervisor and let them know, well, I've called 5 times. I've emailed so-and-so 5 times to find out information. I'm interested in starting a business here. I'm interested in starting a food truck business here in Delaware County, and I would like to get some more information. But I'm having some trouble getting a response back from whoever is at the first level, okay? So if that second person does not reach out to you, then what you want to do, you got to keep going up, okay? And eventually you're going to get a response because the top guy really does not want to be doing the other guy's job, okay? So you want to be mindful about that, but you have to be diligent in your research, okay? Next, after you have reached out to those people, then you write down the answers to what they have shared with you, okay? And the main reason why a lot of people they fail is because they don't have the proper knowledge. They don't have a proper knowledge about what it takes to get started in the food truck industry, okay? They lack the knowledge, they lack the information about how much it's going to cost and different things like that. You get so excited that you just hop right in. You hop right in and you have not done all the research that you need. Welcome. All right. So those are just a few strategies that I wanted to share with you about why you are failing at the first stages of food truck startup. There are 9 stages to this food truck startup process, okay? And you're failing at the first one. You're failing at the first one, all right? And we don't want that to be named among you, okay? So I just gave you about 2 or 3 strategies and tips that you should be implementing before you even go out and purchase any equipment, okay? Do your research. Research is very important. It will save you a lot of time. It will save you a lot of money. okay? And it will save your physical body of all the things that you need to do, all right? So that is a quick tip I have for you about how you are failing and why you are failing at your food truck startup business, all right? Now, if you are interested in learning more about how to get started in your, having a lucrative food truck business, I would encourage you. I would encourage you to join our wonderful community. It's a newly created community called Food Truck Startup with Trina. And we would love to have you be a part of it. You can click the link up above. You click the link up above, answer the 3 questions, and then we will love to have you inside so that you can learn more about how you can get started with your food truck startup strategies. Okay, so that's it for today. I thank you for joining me. I look forward to seeing you soon and more often here with some more food truck startup tips for you. All right, be sure to share the broadcast. All right, and I look forward to seeing you soon. Thank you for joining, and bye bye.